Okay, let's talk about using note cards. So obviously there's like Quizlet, right? So Quizlet is a great site that you can use that has like online note cards. So you can create these little like flashcard decks, and then you can play like a lot of different games with them. And it's a free tool. People have already made a Quizlet deck for basically every single AP class that probably exists. So you can always just like grab one of those and use them. Um, it's also useful to like make your own Quizlet deck. So if you can, create your own deck and choose most important terms and then play the games until you get like 100% on all of them. But also don't forget the like old-fashioned note cards, okay? So go ahead, go buy a stack. You can get like 100 for like $1 probably on Amazon. So you want to get a couple hundred note cards. Don't go too crazy. But, each of your courses are divided out in terms of time period, right? So if you're in AP European, you've got 4 time periods. AP US, you've got 9. AP World, you've got 6. So for each time period, choose, let's say, like 50 terms, 50 to, 100, maybe like 100 terms. Okay. Uh, Make sure you narrow it down. Don't put every single word in there because it can get kind of overwhelming. So choose like 100 terms that are important. And you can also break it down too by the percentage. So obviously, if for world history, period one is only 5%. So you don't want 100 terms from period one. You'd want to break that down even more. So anyway, so on your note cards, what you want to do. So let's just imagine that these are note cards. Haha. On one side, write the term, and then also write the theme so that you can keep referring to it. So by theme, I mean like social, political, economic, whatever the theme is that is related to that term. On the other side, you want to make sure that you have the who, what, where, when, the basics. So like define it. Okay, but don't stop there. The most important piece that you need to include on the back here is significance. Why did you choose this word? What kind of significance does this term have for history, right? Like where might it come up? Was it a cause of something? Was it an effect of something? Can you compare it to something else, right? Like what else can you like quickly identify with that? And then what you want to do, so once you have all these cards made, you need to play with them. You need to do something with them. Okay, so what you can do is, you've got your deck. You have your deck in front of you. You'll look at this side of it, look at the term, and test yourself. Can you identify all these things? All of them, especially the significance part. And then you want to make yourself 3 piles. Okay? So as you're playing with the deck, you have 3 piles of cards. You'll look at the card, you'll decide, do I know this card really well? Right? If I know it super well, I feel like I'm really, really good with it. I want to make a deck of like, yes, I know it. I know this. If this is on the test, I have no problem answering this. I can write about it. Then I want you to make another one that's like, I kind of know it. Like I've heard of this word. I can describe some of this. Maybe I know the who and I know the when. I didn't really know the significance. It's kind of your in between. And then the last one is like, I don't know what that word is. I've never heard of it, or I've heard of it, but I couldn't identify any of those things. Make yourself 3 piles, okay? As you're playing with the cards, you basically want to keep reviewing until all of them are in this deck and in this pile, right? If you still are like not sure, you got to keep reviewing them until you can do it. Another cool thing you can do with note cards is to actually like do some like interactive things too. So instead, if you don't want to just do like piles of this, you could also just like create a timeline with the actual note cards, right? Draw yourself a nice big line on a piece of paper, figure out where the time periods are that you want to cover, and then sort the cards by time so you can see them chronologically. Or you could get a map or just visualize a map. Imagine there's a giant map of the world on your floor. Like clear out all the space. And then put the note cards where they would actually go. So this is really good for AP World, right? So that you can actually visualize all the terms in a geographic way. So those are 3 different ways that you can use note cards. Any of those are going to help you with the AP History exams.